A really big game ahead for Mizzou. Another big week.
Huge, 2 in a row. I mean, this is it's really getting exciting for Missouri fans, but today is the day. Last Saturday, remember, Mizzou bounced the Sooners out of the top spot on the BCS poll and put themselves smack dab in the middle of the race for the national championship. But as big as that game was, today's game in Lincoln, Nebraska is even bigger. Mizzou quarterback Blaine Gabbert can lead the team past the Cornhuskers that solidify the top spot in the Big 12 North and hold the tiebreaker. They'd move to 8-0, move up on the BCS ladder, and be considered a serious contender for the national title with 4 regular season games left on the schedule, all against very beatable teams. MU would then position themselves for a spot in the Big 12 championship game in Dallas and maybe, just maybe, a shot at the national title. I know that's a lot of dreaming, but it all starts for real this afternoon in Lincoln.
Sometimes you have a letdown after a big win like that, and when you're turning around and playing a top 15 team with one of the best defenses in the country, I don't think you have a choice but to go right back to work. And so I was watching film last night and trying to prepare even harder than I prepared last week.
Yeah, they're going to be coming for us, definitely. They had a good win against us last year, so we just want to go in there. It's going to be the last time playing them as them being a part of the Big 12 North. So we just want to go in their house and just play well.
Out in Manhattan, the Kansas State Wildcats host the Oklahoma State Cowboys. KSU is trying to lock up a bowl berth, and they need at least one more win to do it. That's very important to Bill Snyder's program as he tries to get the Wildcats back on the Big 12 radar. If they want to do it, they better start playing some defense. Last week, Baylor broke virtually every single game offensive record on their books against Kansas State, and Oklahoma State comes in with a high-flying offense of their own. But like K-State, the Cowboys don't play much defense, so Wildcat quarterback Carson Kaufman knows what his offense has to do.
Just watching a lot of Oklahoma State's games this year, they've given up a lot of points defensively, but I think that also goes with just their high-powered and fast-scoring offense. The other team gets a lot of opportunities, but we're going to have to come out and score a lot of points.
I don't know if complacency is a word, but, we get ranked or something like that, and, we kind of, I guess, start drinking the Kool-Aid, as Coach Snyder says, and then we'll take a step back. So, I just think guys are kind of focused on, building something and getting momentum and, building onto it till the end of the season.
Meanwhile, the bottom-feeding Kansas Jayhawks are on the road against Iowa State. The Jayhawks lost their top 2 quarterbacks against Texas A&M last Saturday. Starter Brandon Webb hurt his shoulder after being sacked. Backup Cale Pick followed. Not that either quarterback was getting much done on offense for KU anyway. Quinn Meekum will get the call against the Cyclones, who are looking for 2 more wins this season to become bowl eligible. Kansas is just trying to get through the rest of the season with enough healthy players to suit up.
We hear that term, the process, the transition, but that's what it is. That's what it is when you make a move on a coaching staff and you're doing some things in a different way and you're trying to get it done. It takes time. It takes time, but we're making progress here, and again, we'll get this thing going.
It's tough to be, we all had high hopes. We all had high expectations, for this program and this football team. So, yeah, it's tough, but, we're going to keep pushing through and keep fighting.
Here's a look at today's schedule for the locals. Kansas State is up first. They won't have to face the Cowboys wide receiver Justin Blackman, who is serving a 1-game suspension after getting picked up for speeding and a suspected DUI in Texas. KU and Iowa State at 1. Then the game of the day, Mizzou and Nebraska. Tigers have to contain Huskers quarterback Taylor Martinez in that one. Here's the rest of the Big 12 schedule. Tech at A&M. Baylor surprised the leader of the Big 12 South against Texas. Then Colorado at Oklahoma. But the big game of the day, of course, in Lincoln, Nebraska, the Missouri Tigers against Cornhuskers for the last time ever. Nebraska moves on to the Big Ten, so it's a huge game in so many aspects.
Yeah, and it should be interesting because Cornhusker fans are pretty diehard too. So I had a college roommate who was half our dorm was red.
Yeah, it's 86,000 rabid fans in Lincoln this afternoon.
Okay, good stuff. Thanks so much.